la 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 la. I'm doing my vocal exercises.
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather.
Whether the weather is cold, whether the weather is hot, we'll be together whatever the weather, whether we like it or not.
That was good.
My bird came back.
My bird came back and he's gonna poop in my hand. Hey ya, my bird is back. There's a deleted scene for it.
Hey everybody, welcome to the commentary for episode 6 of Fount of Information. I'm joined by the boys here. Hey guys.
It's
Hello.
the boys.
I don't think we can call ourselves the boys. I think there's other groups that do that already.
It's the dudes.
We are the boys. All right.
The boys.
Capital
The
T.
boys. TM.
Have you guys seen that show, The Boys?
But yeah, we are here to talk about episode 6. This was the second half of episode 5, technically, that we cut into 2. But we'll get into all of that stuff here as soon as we start the video. So let's just get right into it. We'll do the countdown and get started. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, click. So this was the second half of episode 5 that got cut into 2 episodes. Like the previous episodes 3 and 4 were 1 episode, and then these were
Navessa.
2 of them. And yeah, I got Navessa in there this time.
We were able to get Navessa?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
Gonna cycle through Navessa, myself, and Uko again before we do another Mishka, because Mishka got 2 in a row. But yeah, we're supposed to be alternating each time. I just messed it up, so gonna make up for it, I guess.
You're only human, you claim.
No comment.
You actually are a robot AI, aren't you?
Yeah.
Anyways,
/.
no, but yeah, this episode is really fun. I was looking forward to seeing the end product of this session when we were doing it, because the whole map drawing section that we get to in this episode was something that I like when I was prepping the session. I was like, okay, we need to actually have them draw out this map if they go talk to Corsica, because it's going to be really good. Just using I was actually assuming that you were going to use just like your mouse to do it.
Nope.
And you use your tablet, but it didn't make a difference.
No.
It would have been much worse if I'd used my mouse.
Oh man. Well, I guess it's a really good thing you use your tablet then.
And you're an artist?
Yeah.
Maybe.
To be fair, Roll20's pen and all of that is pretty bad.
It was a rush job. But yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's coming up momentarily, but yeah. Yeah, the beginning of this episode, just sort of a bit of a lore dump to get started here, but it's also like the first time you guys are like really trying to solve the puzzle and the mystery of this campaign. So I think it's a nice thing to start the episode on.
Oh yeah. I like that this kind of led us being like, all right, what are they saying? What are they doing? We need to know more. Just what they're saying.
Yes, well, that would make sense. Otherwise, it'd be very odd coincidence for them to...
Here you guys are about to meet Weldis, who happens to have the exact same voice as the guy from the warehouse, Rendell. But
What?
that was like 4 episodes ago. Nobody remembers that.
That's some scandal.
I didn't.
We're not professional voice actors. It's fine.
I remember
Why can't you DM like Matt Mercer, Nick?
I
Gee.
know, I'm sorry.
Yeah, God.
Hello,
High standard.
friends with Alberta. She sent us here.
Although,
okay,
I
like-
have a lot of respect for Matt Mercer. He's a fantastic voice actor, but when I played Pillars of Eternity, I was like, all of these guys are definitely
Right? They're
Matt Mercer,
all him, yeah.
and they're not really that different.
Yeah. It's like, I can hear the difference, but I also hear the
same guy.
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, you know, for one guy doing like 30 different characters, you know,
Not bad.
he did a good job.
That's kind of how I am now with Steve Blum. Like I hear Steve Blum in fucking everything now.
Now,
And I can always pin him
wasn't that
out.
like 10 years ago?
Well, yeah. Well, I just mean like I'm just so used to his voice now that I can hear characters. I'm like, oh, that's Steve Blum.
Thank you, young man.
And as you start heading back, he like steps in front
So,
Even if
welcome
it's
to
just like a,
our voice acting podcast where we talk about
Yeah, that's right.
what little we know about voice acting and voice
Yeah,
actors.
maybe the worst people to do a voice acting podcast. We know absolutely nothing about it.
You're absolutely right. You three are terrible for my voice acting podcast. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Sorry. You got everybody subscribe to Eric's new podcast on your
Yeah.
favorite podcast app.
Yeah, the one I definitely have and put the effort into. We
I
never
shoulda-
asked her how the heck she got beat up. Huh? I mean, not that it was been appropriate. Uko totally would have been like.
Mishka asks at the end. She asks Weldis what happened to her.
Oh,
but he was like, I don't want to talk about it, or ask my mom or something.
No, he says that they found her beaten outside of the garrison and that she doesn't really want to talk about it.
Yeah,
But I mean, like, I feel like you can sort of surmise what happened was, you know, they probably questioned her and she refused to cooperate, or they just made an example out of her for fun, something.
Mhm.
it looks like she got hurt.
How can they tell she's invisible?
Yeah, there was some pictures that I was looking at that had like people in them, but it felt weird having like a woman lying in bed. Like it wasn't like a model. It was like a very candid photo that I found, and I was like, oh, this feels weird. I'm not. Well, just people can imagine.
God, when I was watching this,
Oh, here we
it's a
go.
serious moment. It's so serious and kind of intense. Obviously, this poor wounded woman, and then this.
You know, you gotta have that comedic relief. It can't be too heavy, you know.
That's so. Oh God.
Dude, like the
Like this.
Roll20 was not made for tablet compatibility.
Nor was it made for
That's
like creating artwork.
Like, yeah. Also, it's like I don't want to take forever. It's like, who cares if it's perfect? Like, I'm just gonna like it just needs to be close enough.
It needs to be perfect. This is our map. We could die in there.
I mean, like I said, this end result is exactly what I was hoping it would be when you guys were doing it.
I just love that you were like, yeah, that works. As Corsica.
How big is that?
They really gave her the tour before they beat the crap out
I
of her.
mean, I mean, there's like one main entrance. They just dragged her through it. Like, as long as you have eyes and you're paying attention, you're gonna be able to like remember these 3 rooms that they drag you through, especially the one that's a big circle.
Listen,
Here's
I
the
like to
barracks,
imagine-
here's the
Yeah,
entrance,
right?
here's our command center, here's the gym, and here's the torture
Okay.
chamber.
And here's
The
a torture
head
chamber. Now
cannon.
sit
Yeah.
down so we can tie you up and electrocute you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Would
The
you like
head
anything to
cannon.
drink?
Do you want some lemonade before we get started, or?
I like the E in cells. 'Cause
Yeah.
It looks like it ate something bad. And it's like, whoa!
E, are you okay?
Like in animation, how they have those like in between frames where like
Yeah,
it looks really bad if you pause it.
that's this moment.
So
Except it just looks always bad.
Good enough.
I'm just gonna do an arrow. And then
Yeah, this when you started drawing arrows, I was like, yes.
Well, because like there's no eraser hotkey, or anything like that.
Oh
like,
yeah, no, erasing lines in especially words in Roll20, like like each of those lines and like the F there or whatever, or the E is like actually 5 different lines that you have to select. It's just really not built for this.
Like I didn't want to have
Beautiful.
The end result.
Beautiful.
I almost wish you'd added like some just like glamour effects to it, just to kind of
sparkles.
Yeah.
That she just closes her eyes and goes back to sleep. And
That would have been just for us. I don't think it would have thematically fit.
We did it.
Sorry to disturb you too much.
This part was also like before we were talking about how like Nevessa should really be pushed as the face of the party, and so I think it's funny at the beginning how Tony, you're like, I walk in, I let Nevessa go in first, and then you just immediately go in for it without like letting her even say anything.
Dude, every time we've been like editing these early episodes or just like watching them, I always feel so bad.
Yeah,
like because I meant to let Nevessa take the head more, but I just like I don't know. When I'm playing Mishka, I just get like this very eager mindset where it's like, yeah, I'm a happy dog. I want to talk to everybody and be friends with everyone. And then I forget.
I think we were also kind of like struggling with our online setup a little bit at that point, and there was a little bit of a delay for me at the time. So like you basically like you were in this really weird mindset. I think you said of just like needing to fill dead air, even though we're not doing anything live.
There was definitely that too, because like a lot of times I'd leave a pause for someone else to talk and then no one says anything, so I'm like, well, this is like I don't want there to be awkward dead space for our viewers, but
you're like, we edit all of those out anyways.
So, which makes me sound even more like a jerk.
I mean, whatever. I try, like, especially in these early episodes, whenever like Chris would be talking, I would like specifically, even if it was like nothing important, I was like, okay, we need more Chris talking. So I would just like, whenever he said anything, I was like, all right, that has to stay in for sure.
We'll just have one episode where we just cut out all of Mishka and Uko's lines.
That'll be great.
Yeah. It's the Nevessa show.
Yeah, right. This kid. Kid's like, my name's Weldon.
I mean, you guys kept calling him kid.
Well,
you knew his name. You were told his name by Bretta, and he's like 14 or 15 years old, so he's angsty as fuck.
Oh,
like,
this part with Nevessa being like, what?
That was also why I felt bad.
I am like, oh, well, if I didn't get to too much face stuff, I'm just going to, RP it as Nevessa is just like, oh, I got some research information. Let me just, completely zone in on that and ignore everything else around me.
Yeah, it's like, since I didn't get to say anything, I was like, sorry.
Yeah, Liz, you made her dry.
Were her hands broken?
Yeah, were her hands crippled?
No, just my tablet.
That was so good. I forgot that. That just killed me.
That was very good.
Oh.
So you guys head back to
Did I already mention how much I ship Jellic and Abretta?
Yeah, you have.
I believe last commentary.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well,
I mean, it technically happened already. So.
I mean, it could happen again.
Reship.
This. Yeah, this part where you just walk in, Graya.
Well, yeah.
Doesn't live here, Uko.
Your whole like romance,
dragon pants.
Your whole romance and pursuit of Garaya gets like edited down pretty severely in the final cut. But I like that it's like sort of like an unspoken, like, I mean, you do say it, but like, I think most of it is like sort of this undercurrent of like, is Uko, is he really trying for Garaya?
Yeah, is this the thing, bro? Like, really?
Maybe he's just really susceptible to like the psychic influence of oh god, what's the race called? The
tentacles.
Lashuntas, thank you.
Oh yeah, that. Antennae.
I kind of wish we had a higher res picture of a Bretta, but This is the highest res one that comes with the
I
stuff we could get.
Love the
for it.
lighting you did.
Thank you. I had to like turn up the contrast and stuff on here to make it pop a little bit more, make it seem a little bit more like diegetic, I guess. But
she's a little. She needed to be a little washed out more to match the photo.
Well, that's fine.
Well,
But that's me being nitpicky.
Yeah, well, you know what, Tony? At least I didn't draw a bad map.
got him.
Fair.
Yeah, but no, this second part where she comes closer to the camera, basically, you can really see all of the blurry chunkiness of the image that we have. And yeah, if we ever were to like actually get recognized by Paizo or anything, that would be like the first thing I should be like, just please send like the highest res assets you have to us.
God, this friggin' part, Bretta just assumes Uko's a complete idiot.
Not a complete idiot, just not somebody who's going to
Multilingual?
go out there and
You?
just
He's
learn
like,
a bunch of languages.
Yeah.
I mean, why
of
would you
course I
assume
want to
that?
know more languages. They are my enemies. I want to know what they say.
I just don't know why anybody would assume this giant dragon can speak any languages.
That's how I'm gonna play Uko from now on. Just
Look how chunky she is. Not like fat, but like jaggy edges and just blurry. And yeah, it's not pretty.
Got
I want
any
to
more
see
than
her in a
pixels?
fight with that. Yeah, right? I want to see her in a fight with that wrench though.
Yeah, I know, right?
Get a little blood on that.
Honestly, between bandaging that big open,
You know what? Once we solve the mystery of this whole, Aslanti thing, whatever, we need to come back here and figure out why people become invisible when they go to bed.
That's the greatest mystery of this place.
Yeah, this planet is weird. You lay down to sleep and you're invisible. It's like a great safety measure, but
Cloak of invisibility.
You should have done that like
Bed sheets of invisibility.
that thing they did in old like Super Nintendo like RPGs where like people would lie in bed and it's just like their the art just kind of gets clipped like below the head.
Oh yeah.
So you should just have just Jellic's head on the pillow.
hey guys,
But
I'm
then the
here.
sheets would be completely flat. It would still just
Yeah,
look so
no,
weird.
it would look terrible.
And then his expression would be the same. His eyes are open and smiling.
Yep.
That's a good point.
Hi, I'm almost dead.
hey howdy.
I love you guys. I'm bleeding out.
Kind of quiets down a bit.
Oh, ooh, this part, drama. Taught you in
Drama.
combat.
Hashtag
Yeah, taught you in
drama.
combat training.
So you guys arrive at the a little bit more hint at Uko's backstory, which we're like very slowly unveiling through
Yeah.
the stuff. Yeah, the whole like character backstory stuff is definitely more peripheral to this than like I would normally make it in a campaign. But since we're trying to tell the story of this campaign specifically.
Yeah. I mean, and
Just having
honestly,
the character backstories and stuff be like sprinkled in, I think is it's good enough. I think.
it fits, in my opinion, it almost fits with kind of how the group came to be. And they're sort of just like, don't know each other. We all got the same job. We're working together, like.
Right.
My job is protect you two, and he already is big, muscle, guarded kind of guy. And
I think they do a good job of like not necessarily, pulling the focus off of the campaign, but they do a good job of making other characters endearing.
yeah, a little more in depth.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, we're already pretty deep characters with just this crap we got going on, but a little more. I love it.
Yeah, because it's more about like what are the characters doing now in
Yeah.
this situation, and less about like why are they here, how did they get here, like that matters, but it's not what's really driving anything.
Yeah. You have your priority story you're focused on, and you want to see it through and watch the story progress and all. But through that, you want to know a little more of these people.
Right. So just sprinkling them in, and we do have a like a nice RP episode in between chapters, basically, which we get some good character development stuff happening. So that's something to look forward to. That's going to be like episode 13 at this point, I think. So
that's crazy. Whoa.
Yeah. So yeah.
I love that Chris at Neves is like, ooh, magic, and runs forward.
Speaking of character development, this is like the first time that Nevessa really gets a chance to delve into her like whole deal of being an investigator.
It's like, oh,
It's
finally,
been the first
I
mysterious
can do my job. Yeah.
Not just like, oh, dudes with guns.
Dude with guns.
Or ladies with guns.
Yeah. Our pictures are just kind of one frame, so we're like, is it person? Look at you. Look at you with your mystic isms.
I know things.
So, fun fact about this fight is if any of you had okay, so if you had gone to Garaya before coming here, or if you spoke Aquan, you would have been able to, like, not fight this thing. You would have been able to talk your way out of it, because Garaya would have I think she, like, overhears the command word for it in Aquan, and she can relay that to you if you give her the report before going to the water collector.
See, I told you we should have done that.
Yeah, wasn't I the one who talked you out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, or if your character knows Aquan for whatever reason, you can also just be like, "Hey, we're cool."
Stop! Don't.
But yeah, it just immediately attacks if you don't know how to talk to it. So.
Oh God, that's right. We were like, oh, an enemy, and Uko can just go yeet.
Yeah, that reach is just so ridiculous.
I love it.
But I mean, I'm glad that this fight happened because I think it's a fun fight, and it's fun to see Nevessa get like put into a somewhat perilous situation for once, because she's been kind of hanging back and dropping her clip every fight. So.
I had a lot of fun and spent a lot of time doing the sound effects for this fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was something I was yelling at you guys about when I was watching it. I was like, oh my God, the effects!
Yeah.
By the by, that picture you showed for when the water thing showed up, and it's just punching that guy. Oh. I was like, that feels like an Uko moment. He's just water,
just standing there,
and then kadoosh.
That's official art from the campaign. Hopefully, Paizo doesn't get mad at us for using it.
It's so cool.
What is that?
That was.
You slipped into Dracula there.
Yeah,
I did
that's
slip
very
very hard into Dracula right there.
Blah, what's that?
Blah.
I want 2 seconds. Blood.
How many do I count? 1!
One
water elemental.
No way. Did we miss Nevessa actually hitting with a knife?
I think that was just before this one.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, she knifes it and then I knifed it.
Yeah. That was just. We're like, oh, we figured it out. Knife.
We unlocked her combat abilities, finally. It's not just bad rolls.
She is the ultimate support, though. That, like, really, though.
I'm
I had
legitimately excited for Nevessa to level up more. Because, I know, like, I mean, early levels in every class of every RPG are, always end up being, like, somewhat boring and usually end up lasting too long. But yeah, I think once she starts hitting those higher levels, it's going to be a lot more interesting stuff coming from Nevessa.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even... Oh, go ahead.
I love the underwater sounds during this.
Cool.
I was very happy with that.
because we originally were going to start with the Signal of Screams adventure, right? Which is a level 7. So like the character concept I had for Nevessa originally, like she was level 7, so I had built her to do a lot more at level 7. And like, okay, well, and then like right when we were getting ready to start that up, you're like, oh hey, they actually introduced, they put out this new adventure path that kind of precedes the Signal of Screams, I think.
Yeah, so this one is like a optional sort of prequel to Signal of Screams, and they put Against the Aeon Throne this campaign out on Roll20 like completely, built and done and everything. So we sort of pivoted to that.
I feel like it was a good one.
Yeah, because Signal of Screams is not on Roll20, right?
Correct. Yeah. So that's something that we need to like think about. But I mean, we still have more than half of this campaign to play, and lots more episodes to put out for it. But the Roll20, like I've said before, the Roll20 support for Starfinder stuff is pretty lacking. But I did notice that on Fantasy Grounds, they have full support for like every single Starfinder adventure that's out.
Okay.
So we might switch over to that. We might, there's a bunch of options that we could do. So, but
cool. It's all out there if we need it. That's good.
Yeah.
This part of Uko's like, oh, let me just be tough and pull her out, and then I end up just like holding her in place as water's like, it's like, sorry.
She just ended up accidentally giving me a swirly.
Yeah, pretty much. It was a tough current. Oh my god.
Boost myself.
I feel like that's cheating.
So I don't think you're allowed to.
I'm the best. I feel great.
Oh really?
I don't
she's
think
not even
so,
supposed to be able to do
but
that.
whatever. I mean, like it's so inconsequential for the rest of this fight and everything.
Honestly.
I was like, whatever. It's not.
Yeah. And I know we do like figure out even more, and we still will as we keep going. Like, oh wait, I couldn't. Oh wait, hold on. I was
We're always
going
to be chasing the rules with Starfinder.
Dude, whenever I roll good damage with my knife, that's when I miss.
That's how it works. Haven't you ever played a tabletop before?
Or did I hit? I hit it.
Yeah, you killed it.
Well, usually I miss. When I hit, that's like when I do 1 damage.
What you were saying earlier about the low levels, and they're kind of hard. Like even with Uko being just thick boy, hit things. I mean, that even at the low level, and he hits things, he still gets clunk because I'm thick boy, and it's just like oh, and he's gone. Okay,
Yeah, you're big, which makes you easy to hit. And you don't have that much health yet, still. So
it's
Uko is he's a perilous character.
And
I am often very worried about Uko.
I love living Uko like that, just on the edge, and I go in front, and I mean, it's my job. He has an instilled, like, the AirPods. He has this duty ingrained in him. Like, I got something to do. I gotta do it. I'm gonna do it.
Right, and he's got reason to want to protect those close to him.
Yeah.
So.
I love it. I've been walking around with AirPods. I definitely know what they're saying now.
I like that you're high strength though, because I feel like without that we would have died.
Oh my god,
we would have died like session
without
2.
Uko's ridiculous range and his ability to just like basically one-shot stuff. You guys would definitely be.
We would have died.
I don't know.
That session too.
I don't know if we would still have these same characters at this point.
But now I'm attached. No. What was what was I just gonna say? Shoot. No, it's gone. It had something to do about Uko being huge. That was all.
Yeah, he's a big boy.
Something Uko's huge. Something Griley.
Sounds about right.
The stuff that got cut.
That tracks.
He's just like typing in words he hears into like Google Translate.
I think it's really funny. Like, I mean, the fact that you can understand it as Lonti is just like a benefit that you get from leveling up. And so it's just like, you know it immediately, but there had to be like some justification. So you do go to a Bretta, you know, that's like actually what the adventure suggests, is that you go to a Bretta and she has recordings for you. But, you know, I feel like it still assumes that you do it over a course of like days or whatever. Right. But I like how Uko, he literally puts it in. You guys walk for like 10 minutes across the settlement, and he's like, "Oh, I know his Lonti." It's like some Matrix shit.
He's smart-ish. Oddly
I know
enough,
Kung Fu and does Lonti.
Yeah. Aslanti and Draconic have a lot of words in common.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh gosh, I love watching our episodes, and that's not like a horn tooting business. It's just, it's so much fun to see the end result every time.
Yeah.
Just like, oh my gosh, and like this was months ago for us. So it's,
yeah,
it's
I mean, like for me especially, but Tony as well. Like, we're in there working on these, but like you and Chris don't really have much to do with the editing process. So you guys literally just go from playing the session to like months later seeing the episode. So it's probably like, you know, it probably like, you know, spurs back those memories and everything too.
100%.
You know, whereas for like me and Tony, we're just like, yeah, we've seen this like 3,500 times by now.
It's like, we're sick of this stupid episode already.
It's like, okay, glad it's done. Like, yeah, I'm like, okay, good. Commentary's done. I never need to watch that fucking episode again.
And you know, the map and AirPods. Like,
but no, it is nice to see the final version with all of the audio and sound effects and music cleaned up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun, and
the
again,
video edits.
That water fight, the effects were just all of its episode, but especially that water fight was just I was so immersed. I thought I was drowning with Navessa.
I get it. Immersed.
I get it. Immersed. Jinx?
Kind of. Discord delay, Jinx.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this episode, I doubt anybody other than like the four of us really track like the analytics on the episodes or anything like that. But this episode has been our most popular episode. In fact, all of our episodes as we release them get subsequently more popular than the last ones. And we saw a lot of like, you know, nice comments and everything. A lot of new subscribers from this episode. So yeah, just wanted to say thanks again to everybody who's you know, who's been doing that and who's been helping spread the word about Dice Versa, because you know, once again, we rely on word of mouth entirely, so every little bit that you do really helps. So thank you for all of that. And yeah.
And this episode was brought to you by the letter D for drowning.
And with that, we're going to call it on the episode 6 commentary. Oh, Chris's power just went out, so that's an especially good time for us to end this. So yes, thank you all for checking this out, and we will see you in a couple weeks for the commentary of episode 7, which is called Attack and Debase. We'll see you then. Bye.
So long.
Hey, thank you for checking out episode 6. Like I said last week, this is the second half of an episode that got cut into 2, so there's fewer deleted scenes, but they are longer, so it sort of evens out anyways. The big note for these ones is that the second one is sort of like an amalgamation of the entire time that Tony was drawing the map of the garrison, so it sort of jumps through time a little bit, you know, skips ahead every now and then, but it's easy to follow, no problem. I just want to let you know so it's not confusing if it came off weird, I don't know. But to me, it seems fine. Hopefully you feel the same way. But that's it. And yeah, thanks again for checking out the episode. Enjoy these deleted scenes. You guys heading out towards the moisture collector then?
Yeah, we'll start heading that way. And that's
Wait, no. Gorias first.
Okay.
You know, Uko. It would be a big, exciting moment for everybody once we've fixed whatever's going on with the moisture collector and taken out the garrison and removed all of the bad guys to then deliver this information. And she'll just be so overwhelmed with us saving the colony and you delivering this additional good news. Like, she'll be over the moons.
Listen to your wing woman.
Listen to your wing woman. So Uko looks at the parcel of information and just kind of.
I mean, if Uko just wants to just cross his arms and be like, no, now, we'll go for it. But
her place is not that far. I think we can swing by real quick. And
No. Navessa has a point. It'll have a bigger impact if it's like, hey, we saved the colony and did all this great, amazing stuff or whatever, and I just got paid for protecting these two, and also, here's information on your family.
All right.
So, we'll do it. We'll do it later.
and I mean,
and he puts it in his little pack.
and worst case scenario, if things go pear-shaped at the moisture collector, we could always go there and go to her place and get patched up afterwards.
Or it is pear-shaped.
All right, so. And here, hang on, let me do this. This is going to be fun. Okay. Canvas. Now you guys can actually draw what she says.
Oh boy. Go for it, artists. Uko's outside. All right, hold on. Let me get my tablet. All right. I can't write. I can't spell. This is going great. That's not a circle. That's a circle-ish, kind of.
It's good thing you have a tablet.
Fix it and post.
Nope.
Roll 20 does not make this easy. If I press down too hard, it thinks I'm trying to select shit. Oh my. All
This
right.
is exactly how I wanted this to go.
Okay. Fuck.
Language.
No, it's going to be great to bleep this.
Fucking roll 20. There you go. Office.
Fucking fuck, shit ass, tit mother.
But there's an arrow pointing from where the office was to now where
Hey,
the cells
but-
is.
Yeah, don't worry about it. There's also a little bit of lag from when I pressed down the pen.
Hey, man. I used my tablet when I was writing on the map for all of the stuff you guys had to do, and I didn't have this much problem. So I don't know what's going on. But it looks great.
Hey, you know, Tony, there was also a draw shape tool.
That's not as fun.
No, this is what I wanted to happen.
Okay.
Now everyone can see my art degree at work.
Yep.
Be like, yeah, we actually paid somebody else to make the character art. This is what Tony actually draws like.
All right.
Cool.
Way to go, us.
Hey. High fives.
High fives.
Time those up for us, Nick.
Nope.
Damn it.
They miss. Ooh, try again. No, you missed again. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Close enough.
You're supposed to look at each other's elbows.
My attack macro doesn't have my knife in it.
My knife. We made that joke already.
We can. I think it's always a good joke. Borat humor doesn't age.